The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Are you saying that the Trump economy is stronger than the Obama economy because of the policies?
I'm saying that if you do a huge fiscal stimulus on top of an economy that President Obama left in very good shape, you're going to get a temporary boost on top of it. But I'd love to see more productivity growth.
And he's right. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. It's the banks. It's going to be all about the banks because it's the banks that grows the economy. Without the banks, we have no economy. They're the economy, the banks. And right now, they're in deep trouble. You can't keep raising interest rates. You can't keep pushing inflation, which means everything you buy, goes up in price, and yet don't give us wage increases. And that's what they're doing. They're not giving wage increases, but the Fed wants to push inflation. See, it's unbelievable how stupid the Fed is. It's unbelievable. They're going to push interest rates up, and they're going to push inflation. If they want to push inflation, push wages. That's where the inflation should be coming from. So they're all reporting, starting this week, starting today, all eyes on them. And thank God, at least we got away from this volatile market of this week. I mean, it was ridiculous. Every day it changed. I mean, the headlines were so ridiculous. I mean, we started out Monday with the global stocks rallying 300 points because the headline said global stocks rally as terror fears are no more. They're receding. So Monday morning we came in and boom, the market was up 300 points. Then Tuesday, the headline was, the global stock rally is fizzling as terror fears are now returning. And the market that day was only up about 120 points. Wednesday, the global stock rally turned from a fizzle to a slump as trade war re-escalate. Went down 300 points. Thursday, the global stock rally is continuing as the fears recede. This was what was going on. And and this was crazy. Because what happens is every time they say that there's fear about tariffs, the dollar increases. Every time they say the fear recedes, the dollar drops. So what's going on is you have stocks going up and down like yo-yos. If the dollar drops, then you get the stock market to go up, and you get commodities, oil, copper, gold, silver, all go up. When the dollar increases, that doesn't happen. What happens then is the industrial stocks all drop. Because when the dollar goes higher, the industrial stocks, they have a problem. They can't sell their goods overseas. They can't compete. So one day the industrial's up, next day the industrial's down. One day the banks are up, one day the banks are down. Ridiculous. So finally, today we got a breather, and the market's up 100 points. That's it. That's not very good with banks reporting today. Matter of fact, that's pretty bad. That doesn't make... That is not good at all. Remember, it's the banks that drive everything, and we need these banks. We need them to do well. But these banks are just, again, they're doing horrible. So what's going on? What's going to happen? Well, we got to wait till Monday because, again, today we had J.P. Morgan, Citi, PNC, Wells Fargo, Bank of America is going to report on Monday. Then we have a few more banks after that. So J.P. Morgan today really didn't do much at all. Rallied a little bit and sold off. Citi, same thing. Citi rallied a little bit and then sold right off. And PNC, same thing. Rallied, then sold off. How about Wells Fargo, our favorite? You have to love that bank, and you have to love their commercial.
Over the years, we built on that trust until we lost it with a complete recommitment to you. Fixing what went wrong, making things right. So we can focus on your satisfaction. We're holding ourselves accountable to find and fix issues proactively. Because earning back your trust is our greatest priority.
And Buffett.
I think Wells Fargo's got a great future, and I think that they made a terrible mistake.
Oh, mistakes? Are these mistakes? Are you kidding me? Mistakes? There's a difference. A mistake is you turn left instead of right. A mistake is not when you systematically overcharge Black and Hispanic homeowners in mortgage services. That's not a mistake. A mistake is you put sugar in your coffee when you don't take sugar. That's not a mistake. When you systematically not only overcharge Black and Hispanic homeowners in mortgage services, and you also do the same thing with auto and auto loans. And not only that, they did improper foreclosures on homes. Some homes didn't even have a loan, didn't even have a mortgage, and they foreclosed on them. They falsely submitted, this is a mistake, they falsely submitted and certified over 100,000 fake mortgages so they could get federal loan insurance. That's a mistake. I see. That's like, I turned left. I should have turned right. Nobody had to think about that? Nobody at Wells Fargo said, hey, I got an idea. Let's falsely submit and certify 100,000 fake mortgages so we get some federal loan insurance. That was a mistake. They did that. A mistake creating fake accounts. A mistake creating fake credit cards in your name. That's a mistake. According to Warren Buffett, who's one of the biggest thieves in this country. Mr. Shucks. Shake his hand, you better count your fingers. Plays the ukulele, that's a prop for him. What happened to the bank? Did anybody go to jail? No, nobody's going to jail. But they're going to try to impeach Trump. They're going to try to impeach Trump, but nobody went to jail. No, they settled for $1 billion. But Wells Fargo didn't pay it. No, the shareholders paid it, not Wells Fargo, not the CEO, not the managers, not the officers who came up with the idea to falsely submit. Mistake. Who came up with the mistake to falsely certify over 100,000 fake mortgages, to falsely create fake accounts and credit cards with your name on it. Mistakes. What are you, nuts? Here's what I want you to remember with these banks. Remember this. When you hear the names of Wells Fargo, Citi, J.P. Morgan, and Goldman Sachs, when you hear these banks, these four banks, their names, I want you to know this. There's $17 trillion in assets in our 5,000 insured banks. $17 trillion. These four banks, they represent 0.007% of all those banks. If you take 5,606 banks and figure out what four banks are, that's about 0.007% of all the banks. But they control 40% of the 17 trillion. What are you, nuts? We'll be right back with some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The Fed gave banks a gift for the last 5 or 6 years by suppressing interest rates for us, right? Market rates are resetting really fast. At the end of last year, they were going up on a 55% annual rate of change. Interest earnings are only going up 8%. So eventually those two lines are going to converge, and then net interest margin is going to flatten out. It's going to start going down. This is the Fed. The Fed has essentially capped asset returns, but they eventually have to let interest rates go up.
And here's the problem with that. You can't let interest rates go up when they're promoting inflation. Our Federal Reserve, the private banking cartel owned by the richest 1% of the 1% who could not only own it but control it, are promoting inflation, not in wages, but inflation in the cost of goods. What a bunch of idiots. It's unbelievable. Yesterday, the jibber-jabbers were talking about how job and wage growth has never been stronger because of the booming economy. We have such a booming economy. Now, in the first Friday of June, the job numbers, the jibber-jabbers were cheerleading the 213,000 jobs, the June job number. But few mentioned that 145,000 were part-time, 85,000 full-time. Or did they mention both job growth and wage growth for all of 2017 and the first 6 months of 2018 has been terrible, has been recorded as the weakest since 2011, but you'll never hear them say that.
People feel richer and they have jobs. Why wouldn't they love the economy right now?
The economy is booming and incomes are rising.
It's the fundamentals are as strong as they've ever been.
I mean, it dazzles the eye.
The economy is solid. The economy is great.
There's optimism in the air.
Unbelievable. You think you're talking about Christmas. None of it's true. But see, it's easy to take parking space in someone's head. It really is. Unfortunately, most people follow. They don't lead. They follow. And they look to these people on TV as if they were experts. They're not experts. They're carnies. They're promoters. They're trying to convince advertisers to pay for their airtime so they could come on and spiel all the garbage. How are you going to convince an advertiser to pay for your time if you're going to say the truth? Like right now, what I'm going to tell you the truth is the truth. Inflation's a killer. Inflation's a killer. So this month, the first Friday of the month, they totally lied about these numbers, about the job numbers. Totally lied about them. It's unbelievable. Now, inflation. Let's talk about inflation. They're all excited about the inflation, but don't forget, they're also excited about these job gains. Wages weren't going up. They were excited. There was more jobs, but we weren't going to get paid more.
I think it's Goldilocks. Just like I said, the participation rate went up, the unemployment rate went up, we had a big job gain, and we had weak wages. So I think that's about as good as we're going to get here.
A big jobs gain and weak wages. They're excited. They're excited. And then they're excited that they're going to push inflation. Their target, 2% inflation. Well, that'd be okay if it was wage inflation. Isn't it amazing getting excited? Not only about the fact that we had more jobs, but wages didn't go up. They're getting excited about higher inflation. higher costs of essentials that we buy every day. Medicine, insurance, all of that. This is unbelievable. Now, tariffs couldn't come at a worse time. Remember, inflation acts as a tax. It's a tax. So if you're raising interest rates, why do you think the banks aren't doing well? Why do you think Goldman Sachs down 13%, JP Morgan's down 6%, Bank of America's down 6%, Wells Fargo's down 11%? They're not doing well because of the fact that people they can't go to the bank and afford to get another mortgage. They can't go borrow money. They're tapped out. So the banks are getting hurt. And when the banks hurt, the market hurts. So you add on to that a tariff, that's a tax. What a terrible time to go get a tariff. I think the president's absolutely right. We need tariffs. We got to go and bang China. No question about it. We need tariffs, but not now. You do that with a growth of 5%, GDP growth 5%. Not when you're at 2.6% for 10 years. We're not going to even reach 3% this year. You couldn't have decided to raise tariffs at a worse time. What are they, nuts? So they want our wages not to go up, but they want us to pay more for food. They want us to pay more for clothing, medical, and all essentials. Isn't that amazing? Even though they say, well, we're going to grow to 5% GDP. Wait a minute. That doesn't work. Consumption contributes to 70% of our economic GDP growth. So if wages aren't going up and you're making sure the cost of clothing and food and essentials and insurance are all going up, and you're raising the interest rates on credit cards, you're raising the interest rates on student loans, you're raising interest rates on home improvement loans. So wait a minute. So if wages didn't go up, but you got to pay all these extra costs, people don't have enough money to go consume. They don't have enough money to consume. So how do we get to 5%? We can't. But see, they don't care. The 1 percentile and the rich don't care as long as the stock market goes up. Why do you think they said, great, wages aren't going up? Because that means corporations, their profits will be more because wages are less. And that means the stock price goes up. Everything is for the stock market. You got to know when to get in, and more important, when to get out. And that's my job. And I'll talk about that when I get back. Phil's Gang, 28 past the hour. Join the gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's Gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that. that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
You know, in your 401k, if you saved $1 million, you're ready to retire, and you go to get that $1 million, you know what you're going to find out? $600,000 has gone to expense, to fees. Let me repeat. If you have $1 million, you worked your whole life, you did everything right, you had your 401k, you're ready to retire, 2%, and those fees are low. Those don't count the hidden fees. Those don't count the skimming during the day when they burn and churn the account, when they do a lot of commissions churning. So just a straight 2%. And that's average. You lose $600,000. So let's say if you had $500,000 and you're ready to retire, you end up with what? $175,000? That's right. Nobody wants to believe that. Everybody puts their head in the sand. They want to believe there's no fees. Well, that's the truth. Now, these banks, they're there to make money. It's unbelievable. And these banks are not, they keep telling how there's growth. The banks, there's all this growth. We have economic growth throughout the country. We have wage growth throughout the country, which none of that is true. If you go back to 2008 and you look at the economic GDP growth, 2.6% annualized. You know where it is today? 2.6%. In 10 years, gone nowhere. Wage growth. They're trying to tell us wages have grown at 2.1%. No, they're not. Less than 1%. So inflation, by them increasing inflation, they're pushing up all the costs of goods, and your wage increase doesn't even touch it. So that means consumption's going to be down. So what do you do to make money in knowing this? What stocks do you get in? Well, you're going to get in the stocks they're going to take care of. For example, we know they're going to come after the bank stocks. The president has to push these bank stocks up. We know there's going to be tremendous amount of stock buybacks after 5 weeks. Right now, they can't do stock buybacks because we're in earnings season. There's going to be a fantastic opportunity because the president knows he needs to get the banks up to lead the whole market up to get past that January 26 high where it dropped down to 11%. We started our stock market crash. I think President Trump has too big of an ego that he would ever let the stock market crash. He saw how beautifully the QE2 worked, QE1, 2, and 3 twist. He saw how that worked. Why wouldn't he do the same thing? So the best thing to do is, why don't you join my gang? And when do I know to get in these? My color-coded chart tells me when to get in. Just like the other day, when the bank stocks rallied, like Bank of America had a big rally on Monday, big rally. And I said to everybody, it went up big. Friday we closed around about $28, and then she shot straight up the next day to about a 4% gain, about a 4% run. Now it's given most of it back. Gave most of it back. Here we are Friday, and most of it's gone. But I was able to keep my gang out of trouble. We are short. And I said to them when it was rallying, no, hold your short position. Matter of fact, a week ago today, I told them I said on Friday, we always do profit-taking Friday. And no matter how many shares we have in a stock, we always reduce the shares back to what we call a scout, just a small amount of shares. Because you never know what's going to happen on the weekend. And look what did happen over the weekend. We had this 300-point rally on a fake narrative that was created over the weekend that no longer was their fears with the tariffs. You never know what's going to happen on the weekend. So by having my chart and having it color-coded, I designed it. I know exactly when to get in. I know exactly when to get out. Now, take Citibank. Citi, I think, is the one they're going to really run. I think Citi, they're going to run. So Citi, if you take a look at Citibank has, in the last year, it's dropped from about $80 down to about $65. Now, that's an 18% discount on Citi. 18%. You want to find stocks that are discounted, or you want to be buying stocks that are making new highs. You don't want to buy stocks in the middle. You want the big discounted stocks, what we call the dog stocks. You got to know when to get in. Or you want to be buying, like today, Facebook. I told my gang, just buy Facebook today because it's making new highs. So buy stocks that are making new highs, new money coming in. There's no overhang on them. There's nobody shorting them. Or you can buy XLK, because XLK, instead of buying an expensive stock like the FANG stocks, these stocks have gotten out of control. If you're going to go and buy Google, or you're going to go buy Netflix, or any of these stocks, they've gotten absolutely insane. I'm just trying to get you with the current price of Netflix right now. It's just absolutely crazy. I'll put it up here for us. So Netflix, as of today, it's $397 for Netflix. Amazon is $1,813 a share. So, why do these stocks keep going up? They're called power stocks. All the institution investors park their money in these stocks because that's where the money goes, all going into tech right now. We're starting to see some rotation, but right now the big tech stocks. And all you have to do is when you get in, if you're a gang member, we follow the chart, and the minute it starts turning red, we're out. So the best thing is the one stock you can do is buy Facebook. It's still reasonable. It's at $207 a share. All you do is you start it out, very small amount of shares, and then you start adding. But the most important thing is put in a stop where you can say, I'm not going to lose any more than 3%. You're going to lose. You're going to put in a stop at 3% to make 10% or 15%. So there are some great opportunities. So I would say if you take Facebook to the upside, or XLK, which is the ETF for the big tech, that's around $206, or you start buying the downside, which are like stocks like Citigroup. Now, Citigroup, with a discount of, I think we just said, Citigroup has about 18% discount. My Lord, all we got to do is wait for it to start to turn green. It tells us the big institutions are coming in, the big hedge funds are coming in, and then when it starts to rally and it stays green, and once it starts turning red, it says the big hedge funds, the big insurance companies, the big banks are pulling their money out. The beautiful thing, look, there's software everywhere. There's platforms being offered everywhere. I haven't seen anybody match my platform. Nowhere have I seen anybody match my platform that is so exact that when it's time to get out, it alerts you with a color code of red. I've never seen any other one. I've been in this business for over 40 years, been on this earth for 72 years, and I designed this for myself, to use it for myself. Then later on, I decided to lease it to the gang members, and they love it because especially a person who is really busy and a person who doesn't have time to buy or doesn't have time to come to my classes every day. Yeah, people don't have the time to learn. What a beautiful thing. And even better, if they join a gang and they don't have time, they can follow my video group where I put on 2 to 3 to 4 stocks, and mostly about 4. And then you pick one of those 4, and 3 times during the day, I tell you exactly what to do as to the color code. You haven't got to do a thing. You haven't got to know anything. You don't even have to know what the color code is. You don't even have to know green from red. Just when I say buy, you buy. When I say sell, you sell. When I say run like hell, you run like hell. Join my gang, Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil's Gang. You hear me talk about my video group. These are folks who don't have any time to learn. I do the actual investing for them. I do a video 3 times a day. All I do is follow what I do. As a result, if you were a gang member from January, we now have a 16% return for my video group. Join my gang, philsgang.com. If you're busy, it's a perfect solution.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, You have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Bill Bunkley, a friend and colleague, has been diagnosed with cancer. Bill has contributed so much to our community over the years as host of Faith Talk here at Salem Communication. Bill is now putting his faith in you. Bill needs to raise $30,000 for medical procedures. So please, go to philsgang.com, where I have posted a link for Bill's GoFundMe page. Please remember Bill in your prayers.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
You know, at one point, the whole industry only cost $11 billion to fund back in 2012. Today, it's about 25. It's going to keep doubling. So you watch that number, because that's why the earnings have been so easy for the banks. There's no growth, really.
No, the banks aren't growing. That's what people don't understand. They're not growing. Since the crash, these banks have been propped up. They're not growing. And here's what they do. They'll tell you, like, they'll say, well, earnings season here, and we're going to grow this earnings season 20%. Going to be a 20% growth. Really? No, it isn't. It's really 2.1%. Why don't you tell the people the truth? Because you're cherry picking the 500 S&P stocks. What about the 5,000 stocks that are publicly traded companies, actively traded on the exchanges? 5,000. Oh, you don't want to go and take that average because it brings it down to a growth rate of 2.1%. 2.1%. By just taking the 500 stocks, they can ensure themselves of a good number because they know that the FANG stocks, the four big stocks, are 45% of the 500 stocks. In other words, there's 45% of the 500 stocks. And therefore, they know those numbers are big, so they can get a 20% growth number. And then they spread that all around. Look, the false narrative has been both we've had wage growth and we have economic growth. And we're booming. The economy's booming, they're telling us. That's not true. And they say it's booming due to the tax cuts. Not for the guy and gal who makes, the husband and wife who make $65,000 a year together, sometimes working 2-3 jobs. No, they don't get anything out of it. And that's about 78% of our workforce. They don't see any gains due to the tax cut. The truth is, the unemployment rate is 13%, not 3.9%. But they do financial engineering to make sure it stays at 3.9%. Even the president said that as a candidate, because they never count the 7 million unemployed workers as unemployed, but as discouraged. These are people from the minute they lost their job who looked for a job and over a year's time couldn't find a job. Then they were so discouraged they gave up. Instead of calling them unemployed, they put them in their own category as discouraged, so they don't have to claim them as unemployed. So instead of 13%, it drops it down to 3.9%. Add them back in, which you should if you're going to have an honest report. You're at 13%. Inflation is not. Inflation's 5%, not 2%. They've always kept it at 2%. They've always lied at 2%, so they don't have to give the 91 million people who are on Social Security their wage or their cost of living increase. Why would they? Matter of fact, they figured it out. If they went, the average person on Social Security gets about $1,100 a month. If you went back just 10 years and you really gave them the inflation, the adjusted inflation rate, and gave them more money, they'd be at $3,200 a month. Right now, $3,200 is the maximum. So that's why they always keep it at 2%. That just to cheat the 91 million people on Social Security. What are you, nuts? So, booming, they're telling us. The market's booming. How can it be booming when workers are asking for overtime to clock in a few more hours so to make up for the higher prices of goods as inflation eats away at their wage gains, which are nothing? Please answer that. How could we have a boom when we have people telling us they're celebrating that jobs increased but wages didn't? Are you nuts? So what do you got to do to make money? It's... All you have to do to make money is to make sure you're in the right sectors and you're out at the right time. Right now, the bank sector is going to be a great sector because they are going to print so much money and do stock buybacks like you never saw. You also want to be in the big tech stocks. That's where all the big institutional money is going, in the big tech stocks. But those are very, very expensive stocks. So why don't you buy the ETF XLK? That's what I'm doing for my gang right now. When it's green, we buy. When it's red, we don't. The most important thing is get out in time. So the sectors that you also got to look at is that there probably is going to, we're starting to see a rotation already, because in the last 5 months, when the market dropped 11%, we couldn't retrace that 11% back. 5 months later, we can't. Why? What's going on? Because the big sectors, the sectors that contribute the most to our growth, which is your banks, XLF, so that's like Citibank, your semiconductors, SMH, like Intel, your industrials, XLI, like Caterpillar, your XLB, your materials, like International Paper. So those 4 groups is what contributes when you take the hedge funds, the pension funds, and all the money that goes into the stock market. Most all of it goes into those sectors right there. But guess what? The sectors are starting to fail. So we're starting to see the institutions in the last 4 weeks take the money out of those 4 sectors, and they turned around and they're starting to put the money, rotate it into, we call the XLP sector. What is that? Those are consumer stocks. Those are stocks that people need, things that people need no matter how bad the economy is, like Colgate, like Procter & Gamble, like Kellogg's or Post Cereal. People need that. So we're starting to see a rotation. So that's one area that I told my gang I'm watching like a hawk, and we're going to keep watching that. And if we finally see that they're really going to hold that rotation, that's where we're going to put our money. So banks, big tech, even Facebook, and then we're going to watch the XLP sector ETF that does that has to do with all the consumer stocks. So I'm reaching out to you, and I'm telling you, don't be a victim. Don't be a victim of your 401k. I'm not telling you to get rid of it. You're never going to believe me. You don't believe what I'm saying. You don't believe when I tell you if you've been working 30, 40 years and you retire and you got $1 million, you think I'm crazy when I tell you. Well, if you got $1 million, you're going to end up with just about $600,000. You're going to end up with $600,000. I'm sorry, 600,000 of the million goes to fees. 600,000 goes to, you're not going to believe that. Or if you got $500,000 by the time you retire, you're only going to be left with about $175,000. Why do you think there's so many lawsuits? So join my gang. I'm reaching out to you. And then all I ask when you start doing well, and just judge me on my performance. That's all. 877-600-GANG. Judge me on my performance. So $39.95, and if you don't have the time to take my educational courses, come to my class during the day that's online, it's live, if you don't have time to do all that, then just follow my video group, and then in which I show you when we buy and when we sell based on the color-coded chart, and it works. I'm asking you, I'm reaching out to you to help you. You reach back and help St. Jude. How's that? I think that's a pretty good deal. I really do. So 877-600-GANG, they're waiting for your call. We don't care when the market's going to crash. We're looking forward to it because stock markets go down 10 times faster than they go up. But don't keep telling me, these guys on CNBC and Fox and the rest of them, how the economy is booming. No, it's not booming. They're creating an illusion of booming by keep pushing up the stock market by printing $7 trillion since 2008 to keep buying stocks. They keep pushing stocks up. You got to be out of your mind. There's no boom here. The economy. Okay? The economy can't grow when you have national debt like we have, household debt like we have, inflation increasing, so cost of goods going up, interest rates rising, and wages aren't rising. If you don't have wages now, what are you going to do? So there's a great opportunity in this market awaiting, and I told you, I've seen a lot of platforms. I know you're going to say, oh, that's just another platform. No, it isn't. You have not seen the platform like mine. 877-600-GANG. Join the gang, $39.95, and I'll change your financial life. We'll see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies.